All right. I'm in the Tour Championship. I'm in my odd account. I'm going to play a pro round. I've been trying to get a hold of Dunner to see if he wanted to play a pro account, but I'm gonna qualify it just so that if I can get a hold of him on Saturday tomorrow, that maybe we can play one pro round. So we'll see. We will see what these holes look like from pro. I'm not sure that there's going to be that big of a difference. I mean, obviously the angles are going to be slightly different, but distance-wise, I'm not sure we can't kind of get into the same areas. I think you will see people bringing out some bigger stuff. Let's see here. Bag number 1. Gotta remember what my Hornet. I gotta switch gears because I would prefer a Kingfisher, but I don't have my Kingfisher quite where I need it. Let's see what my ball inventory looks like here. If I decide on any hole to bring out a bigger ball, what are my, not many, got a few berserkers, but we will play it with a Kingmaker. Well, I'll play this with a Kingmaker lookalike. I don't know that I'm going to use the wind, so let's play with it. Let's play with a Titan. Let's play it. Let's play it. Played 2 accounts today and I might have gotten my 77 account qualified. Am I half asleep? I have had 1 cup of coffee. I think that's the problem. I should probably run down to the store and get a can of coffee or something to wake my ass up. Wake up! This hole might be actually difficult to get if you're in distance out here in this area trying to get to the cup with that rough being right there. You're either going to have to do a rough bump or you're going to have to put on a lot of backspin. See what my opponent can get done. Hitting it perfect. I got that going for him. That dog might hunt. I think it's gonna drift off. No, perfect. Ooh, nice. That dog will hunt. It will. Close. 5.5 divided by 2.1. 2.88 rings. 2.8 rings. Put max. That's about right. 2.8 rings. There's 288. There's max curl. I don't need max. But I definitely needed to hit it better than 75 rings great to the left. Still works. Perfect might have bled me off into the rough. I might not have put enough curl on it. I was thinking I only needed to put half curl, but I probably needed to put max curl if I wanted to, the way that was in there. And from my angle, it might be one of those deals where you play your rapier like an in-bringer and you start up close to the cup and use a little bit of backspin. I might not be able to run it up like they are. Smoked the cup. Where am I at in my club? I'm way deep. Way deep. Wind's going with me. Let's hit that perfect. And I hit it great. And it's in the hole. Close enough there. That club's accurate enough. Catching a little bit of a break. That's one thing in my newer account, I've got a Firefly in there, and you can achieve that same kind of result with a Firefly, but you have to hit it perfect. There's no wiggle room. And it's even, I will give the Inbringer that you can catch some breaks like that with the Rapier, but the Inbringer's even though it's when it gets upper developed, it's got the same accuracy. Being an Epic, it seems like it's a little more accurate. And this is another one of those holes. Trying to get like up into this zone right here with should be. I think I don't think I'm gonna have. I think I can just play it up. Let's set the wind up. It might be better here with a. I think I can use my extra mile. All right, we'll just play it. We'll just play it. The Ballbusters from the Ballbuster clan. Three-side spin ball might actually help just a little. I'm going to do right there, so it's a 5-5. There's 5. 5. Let's put a little curl on it for flavor. And I hit it great on that side, so that's a lot of flavor. It's way too salty. That'll end me up in the rough. Ooh, got a little lucky rolling out, but it would have been nice if it would have been perfect. That's the problem today, is I keep putting myself in bad situations by not hitting perfect. I wasn't thinking about it when I played this hole earlier, but it does roll off on this side once you get past. So I got past the first area, which is trying to break you to the left, and was right up by the green. And then it caught, as it tailed off, it caught that break to the right and just bled me right off. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. All right, let's see where I'm at in my club. Rapier. There's max Rapier. There's mid. I'm eking at the mid. Should be 2.4 per ring. So it's 6.8 divided by 2.4. 2.83 rings. There's 2.83. Hitting it perfect. Underpulled it. Oh, underpulled it. Did underpull it. Yup, underpulled it. Let's see what the app says that I should have did on that. I got an equation here. 2.8 rings. 2.8. Now I gotta reverse math it because I lost the expression. 2.8 Definitely underpulled it. My bad. Alright, what is hole number 3? This par 5. Okay, we can give ourselves a pretty good shot right here, I'm sure. Not sure what ball we need to bring out to get us up there, but I think we can just do it now. I tried this earlier with a power 5 ball because I thought you could get, but I'm not. I'll bring a power 5. I think we can get way up in there. We'll see. Divided by okay, spinning. I'll have to go back. I was trying to see what I did on that last hole, but I very seldom ever pay attention to the details when I'm playing. It's one of the benefits of recording your own videos. You can go back and watch it. Record your own video. Everybody should be able to record their own video, and you can post your rounds, and you can talk all day long while you're doing it. Three rings off. 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's push some forward distance back on. Not a lot to push on, but we'll push it. Hitting it perfect. Let's see where that puts us. It's got to be short iron. It looks like it's a mile away, but that's got to be short iron. That would be my Hornet. I'm playing my Hornet at 1.0, 1.3, 1.9. And from where I'm at, I'm definitely uphill to the cup. And we should be taking some wind off, but the last hole I was uphill from the cup and I needed to add wind, so we'll see. We'll see what the deal is. Where am I? I am in Hornet. There's max. There's min. So I'm at mid club, so it's 1.1 per ring, so 7.6 divided by 1.1 is 6.9 rings. Let's do one backspin. Get right up on it. 6.9 rings. Okay, there's 4, 5, 6, 9. Hitting it perfect. At least get a look at it. In the hole. I almost overpulled that, so we probably should be taking off if you're in that area. Taking off a little. If I'd have taken, if that had been 0.9 times the wind, that would have been 6.2 rings. Let's think here. It was 6.9 if I did it though straight up, and if I took off 10%, it would be 6.2. That would have been way too much. So maybe just like at club minus 0.1. Just a light adjustment. In the hole. In the hole. First Albie of the week. And if you're going to get an Albie, that's the hole. This hole number 9 is not Albie friendly. Hole number 4. I'm going to... Is this our first par 3? It is our first par 3. I have no idea where I'm at in my club here, but I'm pretty sure I can take this with a lower power ball. Let's take it with a Navigator. If I need to, I'll switch to a Quasar if I need to. It should be on my Grizzly. 0.9, 1.1, 1.4. Now, I think my buddy Richard was saying on this hole that is doing in Ricky playing at minimum club with plus 35%. And I did that, and it's hard to tell when you have lower developed clubs whether or not you're actually going towards the hole, because you don't have the ball guide to lead you to it. But I just missed it. Let's see if we can get a hole-in-one. I think I was doing the scouting report. I think I did shoot a hole-in-one in the scouting report. So I have that going for me. My opponent is using the Quasar. And I have no idea what the ring pull is on a level 4. They moved it almost 3 rings. And they hit it great to the right. And they almost ended up in that sand down there. So that tells me they didn't pull it enough. And they hit it great to the right. 6.3. Where am I at in my club? There's Min. There's Max. I'm eking at mid. Eking towards. And I don't know if I have enough spin to get me over to the cup from here. Or enough backspin if I want to go straight at it. Let's put that second bounce in the hole. We'll count that. Divided by, and I gotta be 8.5 rings. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we get it off before I run out of time? Was that piss poor shot setup? Okay, so you need a ball with more side spin than 1. And you probably need a ball with more side spin than 2. So a Katana is probably the ball. I almost feel like I'd be better off on that to bring out a Saturn. If I wanted to hit up close up there, it's got more backspin. Not as good a ball guide, but it's got more backspin. 3.9 ball guide's nothing to sneeze at. Alright. Hole number 5. I'm going to bet that it's a par 4. And it is. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty sure we can... I'm just going to play it with a... trace the wind blowing. Play it with a Titan. I don't think I... We'll play it with a Titan, see how that works. See how that works out for us. Times whatever the wind is divided by 2.0. 2 per ring with a power 3 ball. At least that's what they say. If I can find an opponent. If the B-ball coach. I go first. And that looks like it's just going to go for a wild ride. Do 5 topspin. And that is threading the needle there. 6.1, 3.35 rings. There's the 3.5. There's 1, 2, 3. Hitting it perfect with no time left on the clock. That is threading the needle. Threading it. Wonder what I haven't looked at the distances on these holes to see, like, are they playing the same distances like in the real world, or are they Golf Clash distances? Number one, Golf Clash distances, like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The people that made this game, it was made in Britain, so I'm not sure if they were like trying to, how they were. Man, really, that is, I'm right on the edge where wind could be a factor, and it'll push me off if I hit a perfect, and I'll miss it on the left hand side. I think I'm right there on that, right there. If I was a little closer, I don't think wind would have really been a factor, but wind was about a half a factor right there. It's like you can be right on the edge of the cup and it'll tell you you're 0.3 yards away, which is 12 inches. And so obviously, I want my wife to believe the math that's in this game, but I don't know if they transferred it over. Does everybody, that's something I don't know. Like, if you're in, like, most of the world is on metric, and the United States is on imperial. Like, in metric, is the distance as bad as it is? Because, like, where my opponent's ball is right there in the game, that would be like a yard away, which would be 36 inches. And you're telling me that those squares are 36 inches? That means that, like, look at the distance there. That means the cup is like, what, a foot wide? Is it just in feet and yards for us Americans, or is it in feet and yards for everybody? Is this the hole I'm on? Is that right? Hole 6? I guess that is. I guess it is. I am on hole number 6. That does look like the hole. And I think I'm going to take my... Hey, I'm not going to practice this. I don't need to practice. I hit that on accident. It was an accident. We'll see what a power 3 ball or a power 2 ball can get me. Get up in there. We'll play it with one of my 2 Titans. Here we go. Getting out on the par 4. I don't know that you need to use max curl there, dude. Yeah, there you go. That curl looked a lot better than the max. Now maybe you needed to do max. Sorry about that. Didn't look like they needed to do max the way they'd set that up. But they left the wind in, so it's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Now if I leave the wind in, the wind's going to push me up into this range. Let's take the wind out and then put the forward power back in. There's 6-2. Hit one ring great on the inside. I might clip right here. Kid, don't get on, don't get on. Don't want to have to take any of these long putts. I think you can make them, but it seemed like in the practice round, some of my opponents got right on the edge of the green, and there are some pretty long. They don't look like they're that far away, but the deal is that in the olden days, there are spots on some of the old greens that you can't make the putt. It's overpowered. It doesn't matter. You just can't reach it. But a lot of these newer holes, you can make the putt from anywhere on there, but they're overpower. And you don't have to be that far away to do some of these shots with overpower. Wind should not be a factor. It should not. There's a little bit of a factor, but not much. Once again, that's right in that zone where the wind's working at about half of the rate. I really don't like on those really short ones like that, having to put the ball guide outside of the cup, because there's definitely a defined line somewhere out there on the course where, like, if you're on this side of that line, the wind is a factor, and if you're on this side of the line, it's not, and there's not much in between. Hole number 7. Hole number 7. It's a par 4. Look at that. All right, in my rookie account, you can get right up here and with just a little bit of topspin, clip that rough and get up on the green. But I'm not sure here our distance, as far as like how much extra distance we have here between these shots, like bringing out a bigger power ball to kind of get you up close, or if you can, we'll have to see. I should practice this hole. This might be a hole to practice. Haven't practiced any of these in pro, but this one right here is definitely like, what ball would be better? Or is it just better to lay it up in front and then chip it up? Or is there a way to get on? Not sure about the distances. We'll see. 2 more holes and then I have 3 of my accounts. The 3 I'm playing. I do have another rookie that's played about 1,000 games. It's amazing in that account. If you buy into the Golf Pass and you get the golden shot chests and you do all that stuff, I will tell you that you will get your clubs up really, really fast. In the rough. We are in practice. Let's see what kind of distances we have here. Not that I'm going to play with this ball, but let's see what the question is whether I got enough. Nope. Let's try it with a Kingmaker. See if that extra side spin does us any good. Pulling back a little from the red line. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull back a little more from the red line in order to make that happen. What's up, Itsy Bitsy? What's up, little girly? I got 2 holes left to play in and I will go feed you guys. What's up? Finally woke up. Good puppies. Good puppies. I suppose you could just hit it up there, and I'm just going to lay it up there and then try and get in the hole on the second shot as opposed to try and make it. I think it'll be too risky. There's just too much opportunity. I think 90% of the time if I try and get up there, I'm going to end up either in the sand or it's going to go super south on me. Yeah. One backspin. Am I right at the red line? No, I got a little bit of room. Where am I at? I'm going to put myself right in that holla. That holla. Do 5 rings. Let's do max curl. See if I can just lay myself up there in the front. Could get a little teeny bit closer, but I'm not sure that that's you get down in that bowl, the elevation change is definitely different in front of me. All right, that's how I'm going to play it right there. And I pulled back from the red line, so I think I can actually play that with a katana. Katana. I'm going to play with my number 2 bag. Here we go. Here we go. Hole 7. Oh, I got 3 holes. For some reason I was thinking I was on hole 8. Hole 7. Here we go. Let's see if we can get the eagle on this hole. Times whatever the wind is, divided by 1. Now I do think it's possible to get the thing going, but really their second bounce is like, and they hit it good, so we will never know. That shot works. And they made it to the fringe, so they don't have to take the long putt. Me down in that holla. How much spin I got on this? I'm gonna do 1. 7.1. 7.81 rings. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Max curl. Hitting it perfect. El perfecto. Now it's all about the top spin, whether I put too much on it. Woo! Woo! I think in the practice I put on one backspin. I wanted to see if one topspin got me down into that hollow, and it definitely got me into the hollow. They're starting off right on the outside edge. Wind is blowing them to the left. Let's see if they hit the flagpole. And they came in right where they were aiming. So in that situation, wind was not a factor. I, on the other hand, am going to be, I believe, into a, there's max, there's mid. I'm in the quarter ring situation. My mama calling me. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I called that right, and I didn't. I was at that range where wind should have been. I wasn't. All right. All right. Hole number 8. This is a par 3, right? It is a par 3. I have no idea. Well, first of all, I think we can. One of these par 3s. What is this hole? Let's go look at. This is the one that we had in the golden shot. We should just be able to hit it straight up in there. I'm going to take a Quasar just for shits and giggles. Quasar. Let's open up a slot. Get one going. Do I have club card trading available in this? I might. I do. Let's see what we get in our club card trading today. Anything good? I've been getting, like in my 77 account, I've been getting good cards for like the last month. I'm trying to get that Kingfisher to level 7. In my 77 account, I played enough rookie tournaments that I've got a level 7 Kingfisher, and it is definitely a smoking badass club at level 7. And let's see if we got something here we could. Let's do the challenges. What is the beginner, the first challenge? Win one game with an eagle or better. Okay. All right. Let's get that one right here. We'll just sink the hole in one here, and we'll call it a day. Call it a day. I have no idea what it'll take in pro to qualify, but there's so many of these holes that are definitely makeable to get up there. I mean, I'm not sure that the scores are going to be any different than it is in a rookie. Like, you have to get all the par 4s, so you're looking at 16 plus in order to be up at the top. Now, that last par 4 is a little bit more difficult in pro, but I think we still have opportunities on every hole. I go first. I'm right at max Grizzly. So 7.4 divided by 0.9. Shit, that's almost 10 rings. 9.87. Can I use my... Can I do it? They're not only called me, but they're at my house. There's 5, 6. And I'm at the wrong angle. 7, 8, 9, 8, 4. Oh, Anna hit it great. Hello? Somebody was at the house. Maybe it was the post lady. It was the post lady. All right, I had all that shit going on, but it was still bad. I don't like how much topspin. I'm going to bring my Goliath on this and do a rough bump. I'm not. I should go practice that hole and see if you can actually do a rough bump on that. Is it possible to do a rough bump? It must be. It must be. Let's go. I'm going to go practice that hole one time just so that I know in my mind that, hey, I can bring out a Goliath on that and do a rough bump. That'll be the shot. And I won't have to do so many ring pulls. I forget in Pro that the Pro has higher winds. Installed. They're not that high, but they are higher. Let's go practice that one time. Let's just take the drive shot and see if, what was that, hole number 8? Wow, have I been hanging on to that one forever? Actually, we'll have to go into the practice to practice it. I'm just curious to see if I can get, I'm 100% sure that our Goliath will get me there, but Pro, let me make sure I got a bag set up with a Goliath. This bag will work. Goliath. The ball still works. Practice. Practice, Ricky. Practice now. Practice hole 8. I can't believe I got all that shit right and I didn't get on the wrong hole. Not that I would ever do that. East Lake Golf Club. Hole number 8. Now, my buddy Kyle pointed out that one of these par 3s is actually hole number 15. And so they mixed the course up. We're not looking at holes 1 through 9 of the course. So the question is, are they actually going to finally, after 27 years of doing the game, aka 7 years, gonna make an 18-hole golf course and we're just seeing 9 of the holes of this? Wouldn't that be cool? And I don't see the problem. When the game originally came out, it was a problem because the wind was static. Well, in the very beginning it wasn't. It was just like in tournament play or one-on-one play. You could have a headwind and the next person could have a tailwind. But when they switched it and we had static winds, but now that we don't have static winds, the winds are different from one round to the next. It doesn't. It used to be you could be on hole 1 and somebody else could be on hole 10. But now, I'm right at minimum club. And you can definitely get up there. So 4.5. 1.1 divided by, and I'm at max. Am I at minimum club? Minimum club. Minimum. What is my minimum Goliath? 2.7, 1.83 rings. Here's 183. Hitting it perfect. That'll be the shot that I'm taking. I like that. We can work on the pull. And I'm not sure I pulled it enough right there. And I did a 10%. I added on 10% to the wind. But I like that a lot better than the... I'm bringing out a Power Zero ball would help if we had tailwind days. You could give yourself a little bit of leeway from the red line. Putt the ball to draw. All right. All right, we practiced it. That is definitely how I'm going to play that hole in the weekend round, if I make it to the weekend round. Just wanted to see what it looked like. There we go. That's what it looked like. All right, now we're not practicing anymore. We're done with that. Let's go to hole number 9. Are we on hole number 9? We are on hole number 9. Now, I don't know that it's going to be any different in pro. We're still trying to lay it up down into this area. I'm going to bring my number 2 bag to get this amazing shit done. And I'm going to bring a Kingmaker just because I might need the side spin on the second shot. We'll see. We'll see. I tried to get greedy in my 77 account and actually get up on the green. I had the right angle at it to try and get like a really good run at the cup. I'm going to do 1 backspin. 1. 4.8. I'm going to do a 5 ring pull. It's like a 5%. And I'm going to lean just a little to the left. And I'm going to hit it 7,000 rings straight to the right. Which should not hurt me. Not enough distance though. Left a lot on the table right there. Lots. Mucho. I would have looked at, I am a mile away from where I'm at, but if I'd have been to the left where I was hitting, being in this zone, I don't really want to flirt with the rough down there. Although I'm pretty sure with my Nirvana I could recover from the rough down there. My opponent got it all? Got it all. And that's getting greedy right there. That is getting greedy. 5 rings and I am a little bit into power. And I hit it great. That'll put me in the sand. For sure. Woo! Can't believe that. Whoa down, Cat Daddy. Whoa! That was luck. That was me trying to get greedy instead of just laying it up and taking the shot. I'm convinced, at least in rookie, that you could actually make it over to this side on the drive if you had a topspin boost ball. I am convinced. Let's see if we can get our last one in. And the wind should definitely not be a factor here. Hitting it perfect. I was trying to get it centered down there at the bottom, and I couldn't get it centered. Eagle. Doctor. See if my opponent can get theirs in the hole. I'm not even sure. Well, I could miss that putt, but I'm not sure my opponent could miss that putt. Not with 11 billion earned. Are you going to make us wait? Is that the deal? You're going to be one of those people? You're going to be one of those people that make us wait until the very last second and then decide to take the putt? Here we go. There you go. Yeah, they're gonna be one of those people that make us wait until the last second, just so that we can call them a douchebag. Right, 15. I'm really surprised in rookie that we're not. I don't know that all of those par fours are still super makeable, and even with all the screw ups that I had in that round, there's just a lot that's still on the table. My opponent looks same look. Hole numbers 1, 2, and 3. When we pretty much have to make those. We got to make all those par fours. The 2 par 3s are there, but hole number 2 and hole number 7. And hole number 7 is probably going to be the toughest of the par 4s to make. And I'm gonna do exactly what I did. I'm gonna lay it up in front and then do the pitch up. I'll just have to make sure I do a better wind adjustment than I did there. We have opportunities to improve. That's what we're looking for. I hate peaking in the opening round because it's all downhill from there. So I still have room for improvement to improve that score. I'm really thinking in the weekend round I'm going to have to shoot a 17. So that's what we have. So there you go. There's a look at what it looks like in pro. Thanks for watching. Hopefully everybody's having a great week, and I will catch you on the next one.